guys, it's David here, and happy National Coming Out Day. Today I just want to talk about coming out a little bit. Be aware that it's subjective. It's different for everyone. These are just a few of my tips, my 2 cents, but I don't know everything, so just keep that in mind. And with that, here we go. The first thing I have to say has been said by many, and for good reason. Make sure that you come out when you are ready. And this is true for people who need to wait until they're comfortable with it to come out, but this is also true for people who wait too long. You might be completely comfortable with your sexuality and you just don't want to come out because you don't want to deal with the hassle, or you think that it might be too much to deal with, but if you have good feelings about the response of those around you, chances are it's going to go well, and you should just come out already. When making your decision whether or not to come out, make sure you take the necessary precautions. If you're financially dependent on your parents and you need to get through college, for instance, and you know that they won't accept you and that they'll withdraw the money that they're giving you to get your education, you need to do what's best for you, and if that means keeping your secret for a few years longer, as much as that sucks, you really just do need to do what's best for your future. This also applies to people who go to really conservative schools. If you know that you're going to get bullied at your high school if you come out to everyone, then maybe just don't do it. Come out to a few close friends, but don't put yourself in a situation that might be dangerous to you. And if you are in one of these situations, make sure you know where you can find support, whether that's with close friends or with family members or even here on YouTube. If they're not there for you, I know that I will be, and the rest of the LGBT YouTube community will be as well. Some practical tips. I know that we love social media, and I know that we use it to announce lots of big life things, but maybe coming out via Facebook alone is not the best way to go about things. Even though, and I will say it again, coming out does not have to be a big deal, it is something that's kind of innately intimate, and the person that you're telling might appreciate it if you tell them in person, even in this technological age. Also, in terms of the actual vocabulary of coming out, you don't necessarily have to say I am gay, or I am bi, or I am whatever. You don't have to label yourself. It might make it easier to say it if you can just say, hey, I'm into guys, or I'm into girls. So I guess those are tips for your initial coming out, I guess, but coming out is really a lifelong experience. It's not something that you do one time. It's something that you have to do over and over again as you meet new people. And I get asked a lot, how do I come out to my roommate? I just got to college. I already came out to my parents. I already did that. But how do I navigate this kind of awkward social situation where I have to let this person know, hey, I'm gay? And I say this again for I think a 3rd time now. Coming out doesn't have to be a big deal. You can just mention it in conversation, in passing. You'd actually be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't, by how much guys and girls want to talk about who they're into romantically. We are not a modest society. Within a week or 2 of being friends with someone, I'll just have mentioned it, whether it's with girls saying, hey, Zac Efron has nice abs, or with guy friends, maybe I'll say it in a less inclusive way, mentioning dates I've been on, or like the fact that I had a boyfriend, or whatever. It doesn't need to be something like, hey, by the way, just so you know, I'm gay. I don't know if you have an issue with that, but you're dealing with a gay guy here. And I will admit that at first it's kind of hard to keep it casual, and it can be awkward to figure out how to slide it into conversation, but it does get easier as you go on, and you have your life to practice. Anyway, I want to wish you guys a happy National Coming Out Day. I wish you all the luck in the world if you're planning on coming out today, and I give you cheers and excitement and moral support. You guys know that if you're struggling with this, I'm always here for you. The comment section is here for you. You guys are great at helping each other out. And other than that, I send you lots of peace and love, and I thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys very soon. Okay, bye! I was on a 3-way call with them, and like they both really wanted me to tell my parents, and just like kept telling me to tell my parents, and I was like, no, like I don't know if they're ready yet. I hung up the phone and I was like, well, why not? Without thinking, I was like, I have to make myself do this. So I went downstairs, my parents were in the kitchen, and I was like, guys, I have something to tell you. Sit down in the living room, I just want to tell you something. I sat across the room from them on the couch, and they were like, what do you have to tell us? And I was like, I think I might be